미국 펜실베이니아주에 위치한 명문대학 펜실베이니아 주립대학교. 이곳에서 교수로 활동하는 샘 리처드는 SOC119라는 강의를 진행하고 있습니다. SOC119는 다양한 나라, 다양한 인종의 학생들이 사회, 문화, 경제 등등을 주제로 토론하는 사회학 수업으로 무려 28년의 역사를 자랑합니다. 오늘 소개해드릴 강의는 최근 미 명문대생들 사이에서 화제가 되었던 강의인데요. 단적으로 말하자면 미국의 백인들이 다른 대륙 국가에 대해 얼마나 무지한지 토론하는 내용이었습니다. 중동 국가 출신 학생, 한국인 학생, 그리고 나이지리아 출신 학생이 미국에 와서 겪은 백인들에 대한 이야기를 나누었는데요. 특히 한국인에 대해 전혀 잘 모르는 백인들의 경우 남한에서 왔어? 북한에서 왔어? 같은 질문을 해서 미국에 간 한국인들을 놀라게 했다는데요. 영상으로 확인해 보시겠습니다.
What has been your experience with white people in the United States?
So my first experience is in the first year seminar class. It was like one of the first conversations I had. It was with a white dude. He said, "Do you ride camels?"
Yeah.
Really? Do you ride camels? So he wasn't even joking. He wasn't sarcastic, you know.
Dude. So what you discovered about white people, at least this guy, is he's really interested in camels. All right. So what else? Okay, but what else? What's just your general, when you go out in public, it's what's your experience of white people?
Okay, one time I was in Beaver Stadium. Okay,
Yeah.
I was waiting for my friends, and this guy comes. Okay, he was offering me a beer. I said oh, I'm a minor. I didn't want to say I'm a Muslim. I just said, oh, I'm a minor. I can't drink. I look young. So I was like, I'm a minor. And he was like, oh yeah, where are you from? And I was like, give a guess. And he was like, oh, India? I was like, no. I was like, okay, what about, I don't know. I was like, okay, I'm from the Middle East. And he was like, oh yeah, I've been to the Middle East. I've killed some Middle Easterns and stuff like that. And he was he was a little drunk. I wouldn't say, but it was really, really that. He wasn't I would say he was conscious, okay? He said, I killed some Iraqis and stuff like that. It wasn't really a good conversation. But, and then he started talking about the FBI and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, are you okay, man?
So you're asking him if he's okay?
Yeah, I didn't say that. I was scared of my life, of course, because if I said anything, I just said Middle East, and if I said Saudi, he would, I don't know, what he'd do, you know?
Okay. You gave me two experiences. What about, dude, you've been here 2 years. There's a whole bunch of white people that you're interacting with. What's your average interaction with white people?
Okay. Let's talk about the average. Okay, so most probably here people are educated in the university.
Yeah.
So I think.
Except the guy that asked you about.
Yeah, that guy. Most probably, especially in the engineering, petroleum engineering, a lot of professors are they have a good idea about Saudi and Muslim people, because there's a lot of Saudis in the petroleum classes. So I don't feel from day to day
Okay. How about your other classes? Do you I want to go back to what he said. He said he meets people seem really nice. Are white people nice? On average?
Yeah, on average, yes. They're kind. Before coming here, I thought life is really dangerous. So I do have the same thoughts you guys have back home in Saudi. I do have thoughts Dayos is dangerous. There's serial killers, all kind of stuff, you know. So yeah, it's just it's a stereotype. I just was scared of my life once I came here. So once I went with my family to Philadelphia, and we arrived at night. It was really, really scary.
Yeah.
I don't want to offend anyone from here, from Philly. I guess there's a lot here from Philly, but downtown Philly is really scary.
Dude, she's from Philly, and that's why she's here. She's shit. All right, okay. All right, okay. Did he say anything that kind of comes out of what's your general experience of white people? Someone who's East Asian, Korean. Your general experience, not we're going to talk about specific experiences.
When I introduce myself, I'm from Korea, then the follow-up question usually comes up, are you from North or South? So I'm sure someone has asked that question. It's not really offensive question, but I think it's a bit ignorant question. Have you been on the news? Would I be in the US if I were from, okay.
No, the chances are highly unlikely.
Yeah. So most of my friends that I met from Penn State are white. They're usually in sororities.
Are they nice? Are they?
Yeah, they're nice. They're my friends. So, but when I'm on FaceTime, when I'm back in Korea and I'm like on FaceTime with them, they always ask like, "Is there Starbucks in Korea?" Like, they always ask like
Stuff like that.
like them thinking that some other country other than the U.S. is underdeveloped or like not westernized enough. I don't know. Like,
Okay, so one of your experiences of people, is that unique to white? Is that all people? That can't be just white people, because like,
could be, but unfortunately, my friend group is not that diverse. Not intentionally, but being in Madison, like I grew up in Madison, Wisconsin, which is predominantly white, and I went to
Okay.
like private school, which was 99% white, and I was the one girl who was bringing the diversity to the whole school. So,
and there, your experience of white people is?
is that, I mean, they were curious about me. They wanted to get to know me because everyone had their families, and I was living alone. Like I was
Okay.
living with my host family, so they always like try to invite me to Thanksgiving, Christmas. So yeah, people are friendly and nice, but I don't think it was because they were white people. I think it was because they're people.
They're more, yeah, but it's okay. Yep, and I think, but on average, Americans are pretty friendly. But nonetheless, lots of people around the world are very friendly. But
Yeah.
Americans are at the upper, more friendly kind of area, us group. Yeah. Okay. How do people in Nigeria, before you came here, when you think about coming here and being with white people and like black Americans, like how do people distinguish?
So first off, for black Americans, most of us, especially in the middle class Nigerian home, we grew up watching CNN, BBC, Sky, like mostly Western media. So every time we see images of our country, our people, is often bad. But a few times we see images of black people, is of black Americans. And it's like, oh, entertainment, popular actors, athletes. So black Americans kind of like form like a positive image of black people. Like that was like the only positive image of black people we saw in the media. And
Oh, you mean people who are in entertainment and
Yeah,
performance
yeah.
arts? Okay, okay. Because otherwise you see negative images?
yeah, mostly every time we saw about Africa in whole, it's mostly, oh, donates to this, or some kid on the news that's
Yeah.
malnourished. But I do want to point out about you said something about racism.
Yeah.
So for Nigerians especially, from my class, from lower class to middle class, from where I am now, for racism, we didn't only like think white people, because we've had a lot of experiences. We've had racism from Arabs.
When I think about this conversation, I think this is really complex. And people have very different perspectives on it. One is the United States isn't the center of the world. And it's not the center, and we don't define all relationships between race, ethnic, and cultural groups. Okay. All right, cool. Hey, thanks.
2020년대 유행의 선도주자는 한국이라고 해도 과언이 아닐 정도인데 생각보다 이렇게 무식한 미국인들이 많습니다. 유튜버 올리버쌤이 여러분, 생각보다 미국 사람들은 훨씬 무식합니다라고 말한 적이 있는데 이게 유명해지기도 했었죠. 단적인 예로 과거 1000명의 미국인을 대상으로 미국 귀화 시험을 시행한 적이 있는데 38%가 불합격했었습니다. 외국인의 경우 미국 귀화 시험이 어려울 수 있으나 현지인으로서 현지 귀화 시험에 탈락한다는 것은 충격적인 결과입니다. 교육 과정에서 배운 상식적인 문제들이 주를 이루기 때문이죠. 귀화 시험을 본 미국인들 가운데 29%는 당시 부통령의 이름을 쓰지 못했습니다. 73%는 왜 미국이 냉전에 맞서 싸웠는지를 정확하게 답하지 못했으며 44%는 권리장전의 개념을 제대로 설명하지 못했죠. 6%는 우리의 광복절 격인 미국 독립기념일이 언제인지 모르는 것으로 나타났습니다. 미국인의 무식은 다른 자료에서도 드러나는데요. 2009년 3월 학술지 유럽 커뮤니케이션 저널이 국제정세에 관한 테스트를 각 나라 국민 표본들을 상대로 실시한 결과에서도 미국인은 58점에 그쳤습니다. 핀란드인은 76점, 영국인은 75점, 덴마크인은 68점을 받았죠. 심지어 테스트에는 미국이 주도한 아프가니스탄 전쟁과 관련된 탈레반이 무엇인가라는 문제가 있었지만 미국인의 정답률이 가장 낮았습니다. 많은 미국인들이 이렇게 자신의 조국에 대한 기본적인 정보도 잘 모르는 탓에 미국이 아닌 외국에 대해서는 아는 바가 거의 백지라고 해도 틀린 말은 아닌 듯 싶습니다.